So we're going to try to solo this 4-player map called Boss Battle, which does scale down the less players you have. Even with enemies having a bit less HP and damage, I do believe single player is infinitely harder because you don't have a team composition and teammates can swap items around. Whereas if you're single player, you get a much smaller selection of items. I've tested out a few heroes and a lot of them have troubles soloing the first level, and it really depends on what boss you get. This one drops pebbles, which can either heal us, restore mana, which right now we don't need to restore mana because our stealth ability does not cost mana. And then finally the pebbles can also deal damage to the boss, and we eventually are able to whittle him down. As for the hero's abilities, her invisibility will heal her, but the main cool one is Seal of Fate. If we kill something, we permanently increase agility by 2, and it's on a pretty low cooldown. Later on you'll see we're able to stack this up quite a bit, and it combos really nicely with Dance of the Seas, which deals damage based on our agility. She also has Royal Blood, which we don't end up using too much because it lowers her movement speed, and her unique has a chance to deal a percentage of the target's max health on auto attack. So we have 3 items. Ring of Light deals damage to nearby enemies. Vine Trap can create a trap that can immobilize maybe the boss, which could be really useful for kiting. And then Ogre Staff is a weapon. And as far as the set bonuses, the weapon's the best because you can combine 3 weapons to create an ultimate weapon, and then you can combine other weapons into that. Whereas with these other items, each of them are going to take up an inventory slot and you only have 6. So weapons you can stack infinitely. We don't need mana though because this ability does not cost mana. And I'm thinking Vine Trap is going to allow us to get more of these off, which gives us health back and we survive longer. So we're going Vine Trap. The second boss is very easy. It's just a totem that doesn't move, and we do get to start stacking with W because it spawns ghosts every once in a while. I guess it spawns them at 25% and 75% health, so we only get 1 more ghost to stack off of. There's the second ghost. We should be getting some agility off of this. Should we get 2 permanent? Very nice. Should be fine here to finish out the boss. And very good. When your minion is summoned, which we don't have any minions, so that's crap. Gains 1 level is really good and deals 2000 damage to an enemy's pretty good. It's basically a free boss. Definitely take the level up though, I think. So we popped that, we're up to level 4, and I'm thinking we don't level up this ability because we don't have much agility, and we're not going to level up this ability because it lowers movement speed and we're not ever really sitting there just attacking. So it's either lower the cooldown on Seal of Fate or make Turbid Waters restore more HP. I'm thinking we want more HP for survivability. Since we have invisibility, for 100 gold we're going to accept this quest, stay 100 seconds in invisibility, and I kind of want to try to do that quest before this next boss, which is pretty hard from what I remember. So we're going to do the Endless Arena, and accepting that spawns us into this arena where we can stack off these minions, and we should use Turbid Waters whenever it's up because we can only be in here for 5 minutes, and as we're invis we're getting progress on that quest, and I don't know what the reward is. I'm hoping it's something good. This is actually gonna be really rough. We're not quick enough to outrun these guys, so we may just be screwed here. We might not be able to last too long in this place. Turbid Waters again, but how long is that gonna last us? We need boots to increase our movement speed so we can kite in this place. Kind of forgot that that's pretty much a requirement if you want to survive in this arena. Looks like we're done so here. Just grab these and then maybe get off 1 more Turbid Waters. Come on. Oh, I was casting it. Alrighty, well, time for the boss. I did buy some health potions, which hopefully is going to be enough, and we'll just start autoing the guy. You gotta remember we have Vine Trap, and we did get a random enchant on it that gives us 8% spell power, which is actually going to heal us more when we're in invis. Any number that's purple is influenced by spell power. And right now the boss is looking really easy, but he just spawned these catapults, which is not even the hard part yet. And they're actually that tanky. I think we can stack off them. Oh yeah, we can. We deal damage to each other. Okay, that's actually pretty good. This is a nice boss. Wouldn't actually mind fighting him again if it comes down to that. I actually can juke these. I'm just not being very sneaky. The jukes. Turbid Waters again. Stall this out a bit. And when the guy's at 33% health is when it gets really hard. This is like the easy part. Just looking like not the easy part right now, but I can do better. Alright, well, we'll kill the catapults, and my mana is pretty low, so I'm not sure how I'm going to kill the boss once he enters his machine thing. He's about to do it, 33%. I guess we'll just do it. We have 2 minutes 20 seconds left. And yeah, just auto the boss, I guess. Use W on him too and just don't stack it. And okay, Invis. Just run away. Install out. I mean, we have 4 healing potions. This part can take a while, so I wasn't sure how much. We vine trap, by the way. We're gonna trap him. It does. Ooh, okay, very nice. I don't know if it did damage. Should probably be using our mana on that though. That stalls out and we get more progress towards the quest. You gotta be careful though, because we only have 1 minute left. This is what I mean, like the time just kind of creeps up on you. And here we go. He uses AoE ability, which is good. I'm just gonna try to face tank him. Use this, just nuke him. We only have 1 minute 22 seconds left. I'd really rather not lose a life on this guy. Very nice. This actually could be doable. 1 minute left. Viz. He's getting hurt by his own buddies. It's good. Yeah, I don't think we stack again. I think we just finish him off. Nice. Friendly fire there. More friendly fire. It's perfect. Oh, that was dirty. Go invis a little bit more. We have 38 seconds. We've spent 64 seconds at invis. I don't see a reason to cut this any closer than it has to be though. Let's just stack them and then just be done with it. And already mint tea is really good. Get health and mana back. Heroes gain a shield at the beginning of the battle. And then hat gives you a random bonus at the beginning of the battle. That's pretty good. If we go for mint tea, we could try to collect the alchemy set. There's an 8% chance when we do anything that we get a random potion. That's pretty good because we have this ability that's low cooldown, this ability that's low cooldown, this ability that's pretty low cooldown. We don't care about this one. I don't think we're ever going to level that up. Plus we also have this special ability which just popped up in the shop. Restores 100 HP and makes you invisible for 4 seconds, and you can attack while this is up, which is amazing. This ability I think counts with the alchemy set, so we should maybe try to assemble that and see. Let's grab mint tea. And already next boss, I don't believe summons anything. Gotta be careful here because he's got that glaive ability. Let's use that and just auto him. Yeah, that glaive is not something we can kill, so I don't think we can stack off him. And yeah, overall this boss is pretty easy. I'm misplaying quite a bit. And we just got some buff espionage training done. Or wait, that's me getting a buff. Restores all heroes. Oh, whoa. The hero's invisible, fully restore health and mana, did that say? What? So wait, if I go like this, I go like, no. What? That's OP. That is just crazy. Wow, that's nuts. Yeah, this boss is just so easy. It does a lot of damage, so I could easily mess up. And I shouldn't be using my invises like that. Like, I should be more careful on how I use them. But, yeah, I think this is GG. And it's gonna make it a lot easier to do any boss, actually, now that I know that that item's that broken. I'm not sure I should abuse it that hard, because I feel like it's gonna trivialize the game. But yeah, this rune's actually really good. Increases spell power and mana, but you just get less healing. But if you get 3 runes, then you don't get the negative part of it. Although I'm seeing a rare ring here, which is not looking that great. But Thief's Vest is really good because you assemble the Thief's set and it becomes one item that's really powerful. So I think we're gonna go for that. And actually we do have the Thief's box in our shop, so we could get another Thief item if we get 50 more gold, which we could do if we do the Overlord Arena, which we have to do now because it's going to reset after the next level and we'll be able to do it again, so there's no reason not to do it now. And there's a 10% chance to get 30 gold. We'll take that. And not sure what we want to max. Do we want to max this? Let's stack this, by the way. And then do this one. And wow, yeah, that's a very overpowered combination. Anything that's got invis, or just with this ability, you don't even need invis. To also keep in mind in this arena, it's not timed, so the longer we stay in here, the more power-ups we're getting. Like, it gives it random stats. We can stack on the sheep, or no, that thing's actually pretty tanky. And see, I've survived for quite a while. It's getting to the point where I think we're about to get overrun. There's so many bosses that if one of them stuns us, it's over. Well, and this guy actually is going to stun when he comes out of his slumber, so it might be GG. If I timed it properly, we could be okay. Just gonna assume that he's gonna wake up right now. And yeah, when he wakes up, I'm donezo probably. So just pick as many of these runes up as I can. And I'll spam my other invis. Oh wait, he just used it and I didn't get stunned. Maybe it's because I was invis. Maybe we have a little bit more time here. These have a 50% chance to stun, by the way. And okay, I picked that one up and it actually knocked me out of invis, which was a big misplay. I think I'm donezo here. I shouldn't have popped that. Turbid waters. Okay, we're actually okay. Really thought that was it. And yeah, don't pick these up. Just go for the ones like this one. It actually gives temporary health. But then any more permanent ones, if I can find those that aren't pink. One of the bosses that spawns those pink runes that either are going to be a stun or they're going to give you permanent stats. I know. It's not good. That thing would have stunned me if I stepped on it. Healing potion, just because we shouldn't need those anymore. And survive a little bit longer. Okay, we're surviving longer. I picked up a couple power-ups, but we're not really increasing our strength too much. Although there's a gold rune over here, which we'll definitely take. 50 more gold. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pink runes on the ground, but it's too risky to pick them up. There's no reason why we should be lasting this long. Although we will take another rune of the rich over here. I am down for that. Oh, I don't know what that is. It's the game just being like, yeah, just get the heck out of here. It's getting a little bit chaotic. We got a Zeppelin flying around, just bombarding everything. And I think it might be doing friendly fire to them as well. You can see a lot of, oh, jeez. That was a little bit close. I think I'm donezo. I got blocked. And I'm not getting healing. Yeah, I think I'm donezo. Get this rune though, if I can. Ah, limp. But yeah, I did survive a while. And we can now grab this Thief's Box. And we'll turn this into the boots. I think the movement speed is definitely the way to go. This next boss should allow us to stack for quite a while. Because he'll start summoning slaves at 80%. And you can kill the slaves and stack off them. You gotta make sure that we're killing the right colored slaves. We want more red slaves than green ones. So yeah, we'll get them down to 80% as fast as we can. Noiselessness, use that. Should be spawning slaves here in a second. There we go. We want red slaves, so don't kill the red slaves. And then stack off the green ones. I do believe we got the, whatchamacallit, the permanent agi. There's the revolution. And the slaves will help us kill the boss. We don't really need their help, probably. Although I'm not sure how this is going to go, so just be safe. Make sure you kill the green ones, not the red ones. And yeah, should be a pretty free boss with quite a bit of free stacking. So I'll just let the slaves slowly kill the boss and I won't do any damage to him. I'll only just use my W on the green slaves. We're getting down to the halfway mark. I think it was 5 minutes total in this arena. So yeah, we should just make sure the boss's HP is on par with the timer. It's down to 48%, so we are good on that. And yeah, just keep chilling, just keep stacking. We're up to 83 agi, which is pretty good because we weren't getting stacks too much up to this point. I feel like we stacked quite a bit in this one. Could start ranking this ability up too, so we get 1 second less cooldown on it for every rank. We'll say I might have messed up, and there's a lot of green slaves. So yeah, I might be screwed here. Is there more green than red right now? Feels like there's about even. I do want to make sure I can use this, by the way, on my next invis. Let me start going to town. There we go, revolution time, baby. Where's the boss? I actually don't see him. Oh, he's this big one over here. And we have 51 seconds left only. Oh jeez. We start nuking the boss, I guess. I mean, I don't know. We gotta make sure that we kill the green slaves though. When I think about it, because revolution helps us do damage, and these things can stun. Oh, I'm getting stun locked a little bit. And I should be actually attacking when I use that invis. Oopsies, little misplay there. 26 seconds left, by the way. If we can, just nuke him. It's looking a little bit sus. Just nuke him, I guess. W. Oh, I didn't stack the W at the end, but was getting too close to call, and like if I got stunned or something, it could have been bad. This item is really good. If you're lower than 50%, it brings you back up to 50. This thing gives you an artifact, becomes cursed, which I think means it gets destroyed after use, which isn't super good, I don't think. I think this thing just doesn't seem that good. We'll definitely go for the Amulet of Balance, and we'll get rid of the Mint Tea because it's just taking up space at this point. We didn't really need to do it there. I'm just not using it. We got the Thief's Gloves, that's really lucky. That's gonna be the third piece of the set, which makes Thief Armor. And we now get 25% attack speed, 150 movement speed, which before was only 60. And there's a 30% chance that we get 30 gold when we attack. I'm not sure what we should actually rank up. Royal Blood's not looking too bad because we have so much tankiness. This gives attack speed. This thing deals 400% of our Agia's damage, which is 98 now. Just in case we need the extra DPS, we're going to pick up 1 rank of Dance of Seas. So yeah, we're just going to go into this boss, which does not give us infinite stacks or anything off of its, whatchamacallits. That was a big cube, by the way. At 50% health, it starts spawning eggs, so there's that. And we also should not be using this ability. We should just be auto-attacking to do damage while we can. Let's actually just keep our health maxed out because we can. And we're basically just trying to wait for 50% health for him to start summoning eggs. If there's no one close enough to the guy, I think he enrages, by the way. She just did, because I was not close enough to him. We'll use this ability in a second. Oh, and there we go. Spawn the eggs. And we should be able to stack off them, which is fantastic. Get our health back up. And there should be more eggs somewhere. Or, I guess he just summons 1 egg. What a weak boss. I wish I had the hotkeys set up where I could use this ability with a hotkey. But for some reason in Reforged, they didn't think that that was a thing that you need to do. It seems like that would be like #1 priority, is make it so you can rebind these abilities. Rebind everything. I still think you need mods though to be able to rebind, which is crazy. Like, that's one thing that I would have actually paid money for. Or I would have been like, okay, I'm down to pay money for that ability. To be able to rebind anything I want. And it's such a simple feature, like every modern game has that pretty much. You'd think, you know, they would have it in here, but no. And I effed up the stack, which is okay. You can just wait for the stack thing to come back up. And voila, we finish them off. Easy peasy. This thing restores mana, we don't need that. Deals damage to an enemy, don't really need that as well. Although the health regen is really good, but it does lower our max health. And right now we want a lot of max health because of this item, so I don't think we grab any of these. In the shop, there is a couple weapons, increases physical damage by 10%, and increases armor by 3, which both are really good, because there's just gonna be additions to our ultimate weapon, and they'll only take up 1 inventory spot once we get the ultimate weapon. The Endless Arena will reset after killing the 7th boss, and we're on the 7th boss now, so we should do that. And going into this, I'm thinking level up Seal of Fate and just get as many stacks as we possibly can. And we should be able to get so many stacks off of this. And crap, I just effed up the first one. Oof, not a good start. We should just auto attack these, by the way. So we're getting gold for killing them. And this guy drains mana. Not that it matters because we get all of our mana back. And be careful about this abomination, by the way, because it does explode. But we're okay. Get the stack and then keep going, I guess. Just keep auto-attacking because they will infinitely spawn. And the abomination's kind of the threat, I guess. Just be careful. And the pink runes that spawn in here, by the way, are safe to pick up. It's just the ones that are in the other arena when the boss spawns them are not safe. And already 12 seconds left. We're just gonna collect the rest of the runes that give us permanent stats. Ignoring the blue ones because they don't. And we will try to kill a couple more things. We are now going to start taking damage over time, and the arena is pretty much over at this point. Although, then again, we do have a ton of healing, so yeah, we actually might be able to survive a little bit longer. This is kind of interesting, I guess. Oh, can I get it? Got the stack. There's not much time left. We do get another invis off though. Grab these guys. And you start taking more damage over time, by the way. Like that was 92, I think. We took a little more, I believe. Just go in here and start swinging it around, honestly. Use that as well. Grab some more of these things. Kill that guy, and then I think it's pretty much done. I mean, you can get one more invis off, and I could have used my, whatchamacallit down there. To increase the amount of weapons we get after each round, we should upgrade the shop 2 times, I guess. It gets more expensive each time you do it. Let's do it one more time, actually. With that, we'll ready up and do the next boss. Look at her abilities, 50%. Summons 2 Miladies. Oh, every 8 seconds summons Miladies. Oh, here we go. We got a bunch of them we can stack on. Every 8 seconds jumps, restores health, and summons a Milady. Okay, very nice. So we got 4 minutes of stacking here, which is going to be mostly edited. I don't think I'll show really any of this because we're just stacking. Oops. I almost messed up there. I actually might be screwed. I'm stuck. Break our way out. Oh, that was really close. This actually isn't the easiest boss. We're gonna try to nuke her down a little bit. Start clearing out these Miladies. And don't take too much damage here off of that. Ooh. They're really good on surrounding, even though they don't know where you are. They kind of do know where you are, I think, in some way. You need so much farm off this boss. And we got 22 seconds left. And the battle actually isn't over at the 22-second mark. You just start taking damage over time like you saw in the other arena. So I could cut this even closer if I wanted to really, you know, live life on the edge. Not sure how close I want to cut it though. I think we'll just finish the boss up here, to be honest. Yeah, just finish her off. Toy train is trash. Sacrament bag. I don't know what counts for a minion. I think just anything that's not a boss. This magic meat increases the charge of our potions but curses them. We really only want weapons right now, to be honest. And we don't need this, by the way. I haven't used that forever, so just destroy that. And do we get any weapons? We get this shadow generator, which is pretty interesting. Increases spell power by 25%. And then this item's actually nuts though. Every 10 seconds burns 12 mana but permanently increases spell power. And spell power, like I said, gives us more healing on this. Gives us more healing on this. Gives us more damage on this and more damage on this. It just amplifies it by a percentage. As far as the other items, there is actually a spike shield weapon, which we'll definitely grab, or we won't grab yet. We have to destroy something because I shouldn't have filled up the inventory with the playful spirit. Oopsies, which is fine. We haven't used the ammo balance really at all, so just destroy that, grab the spike shield. And yeah, we assembled the ultimate weapon, which just has the stats of the other weapons that we had. From what I remember, this next boss is actually quite difficult because the random insanity, I think, stuns you and the boss will just start wailing on you. So I do think we should probably do the Overlord Arena or the Endless, or maybe both, because we're on the 8th boss. The idea is we could farm up some money so that we could refresh the shop and then we could get more items for this next boss. So yeah, we'll do the Endless Arena again, which I don't really like doing because we could have waited and got a little bit stronger, and we could have been stronger in this arena, but this one is time limited, whereas the boss arena is not. So yeah, I think doing this one's better, and we're getting spell power stacks over time, which is amazing. We're up to 2.5%, 3% now actually, and that did 737 damage, by the way, the Q ability, and I just misclicked the stack again. Wow. The tricky part is when we pop out of stealth, how much min-maxing can we do with mainly this ability, then that, and then how much ownage can we lay down. And we need to get a W stack, by the way. There we go. I think that's the main thing that I'm trying to, you know, improve on, is A, just queuing whenever it's up to get a free kill, so we get free gold. And then B, whenever this is up, and then this is when you can get the huge damage in. And there's a lot of min-maxing when it comes to that. I'll try to do it again here in a second. Alrighty, so time to min-max. W that, by the way, because I wasn't able to misclick that at all. No matter how trash I was there. Go that, Q that thing. And I actually might be able to just kill all these things over here. I don't know where the rest of the mobs are. They do get stronger over time. Just be careful there, because the explosions could hurt pretty bad. We also only have 15 seconds left, so there's not much more to do here. Don't actually attack that. I almost hit attack, click on it to destroy it. W that, and then grab all these runes, the free stats, and now we start taking damage. Q this just because we can. I think the abominations give more gold. Use the E, get our health back up, and just make sure we have all the runes grabbed, and then also do this, and then get ready just to make a final stand here. Like so. Oh, I just took 200 damage from something, which isn't that big of a deal. I would have got maybe one more stack in. Overall, I'm happy with the performance though. We're up to 4k gold, and we can refresh this shop. We want to buy another slot, by the way, before we refresh it, or just refresh? I would say just refresh. Another weapon. Increase attack power permanently until the end of battle is pretty good. This thing's really good. You get an extra attempt for the boss, so we're definitely gonna pick that up. This thing's pretty good as well. Gives you permanent 30 movement speed. We'll definitely take that. Permanent stats are the way to go. Just refresh. And do we have any weapons here? Every 12 seconds increases armor by 25 for 3 seconds is a weapon. We'll add it to our ultimate weapon. And then we got another spike shield, which does not stack with another spike shield on the ultimate weapon. So don't grab that. I think we just go for this next boss. And even if we do fail him, we still have the teleportation stone. This guy allow us to stack, by the way. I don't think we can do any stacking. Like the only thing we can really do is just auto attack him for gold because of our deep armor. Gotta be careful too, because this guy will randomly possess or stun us. I think he's supposed to, I'm pretty sure. There he goes. I got the invis off though right before he did that. So I'm actually invis right now, and I couldn't see myself because I was an enemy there for a second. I should have used my W to finish him. But I guess we can just wait for a second. We can min-max our stacks here. W, okay. One thing I forgot about is we're getting spell power the longer the battle goes on, so I could have been maxed out a lot more. As far as items, we get mana regen, don't care, don't need this thing anymore. Newborn Phoenix is interesting. We could maybe use this for the endless boss arena. Let's actually do it. And I actually should have grabbed these weapons first, because yeah, crap, I can't grab them. This thing's really good. Increases health regen, increases damage, and gives attack speed. Like, it would have been great to have that stuff. Or wait, actually, you can put an artifact in the circle for exchange, and then you can come down here and you can grab this stuff. Oh yeah, wait, do I not have enough money for it? I already have hook hands, oops. Okay, destroy that, and then grab that thing. Okay, that's added to the weapon, yeah. Then we come back here, remove the artifact from the exchanger, and boom, we're good. Okay, so yeah, let's do the Overlord Arena, and we'll own these stupid bosses. This one is especially annoying because it drains your mana. Oh, it actually fully drains mana, okay. That's not good because I can't use this, although we can pick up a rune to give us mana back. And we finally are able to use our invis, and then use this, and we're back up to full, and everything's good. The only thing that sucks, I really haven't stacked it all here. I can stack up these things, I think. We actually have been getting stacks from our spell power item. Oh yeah, that's what's draining my mana. And one of the bosses actually just possessed me, which is not good. I think it's the Banshee that did that. That could be game right there. As soon as, oh jeez. It's a Banshee that needs to freaking, I'm gonna try to nuke her down in a second. Oh, she did again, crap. That's so unfair. Because we're technically a part of the enemies, but they can attack us. Come on, game. Ooh. Stop complaining and just nuke. Yes. Oh, and she actually used the ability on me again, but I got my Q off. Holy crap. But I'll resume the ownage, which is not actually as much ownage as I was thinking it was gonna be. This guy's immune to spells, by the way, I think. Oh, jeez. What was that? Scary. Kill this immune to spell guy. Target's invulnerable. Okay, never mind. Just get out of here, I guess. Must be something with these, whatchamacallits that are making him vulnerable. Was it Queen the one that possesses, by the way? No, she was the one that does the jumping thing. Little spawns. I'm actually stuck here. I'm trapped, crap. I have my invis though. I'm getting health back, but I'm stuck, like actually. Well, I think that's it. I'm gonna just pop my whatchamacallit. I get out of here, is there any way? Those little tiny ones? No, I think I'm done so. The Phoenix pops, but I can't make use of it. Maybe I can. Just please move. Kill this thing. Oh man. I get out. Is there any way? These mobs are freaking smart, man. Let's kill this boss, I guess. And then just, that's it. It could have lasted so much longer in that thing. Oh well. On the bright side, we did farm 4k gold. We can refresh the shop, and we can't get that weapon again. Not that one either. So just refresh goods again. We already have the bow staff, and then we already have hook hands, I believe. And hero attacks heals for 20% health. That's pretty good. It's not a weapon though, unfortunately. We don't really have space for any more things. It's a problem. I think we're pretty much full. So yeah, there's no weapons here. Just refresh again. Refresh again. Refresh again. Wow, this is crazy. How are we not seeing more weapons? I'm seeing a lot of the same ones, and maybe some of these weapons are more common to see. I'm not really sure. I kind of want to refresh again, but at the same time, we're getting low on gold. So let's go into the next arena. I don't think this is actually the final boss. We're on level 9 out of 10. This should not be the final boss, I don't think. So we should still have another boss to go. Be able to just pound on him, and I don't think we're going to try to stall out too hard for the spell power. So I don't feel like it's too worth. If he had minions for us to stack on, then yeah, fine, I draw it out. But if it's just, if he's got nothing for us to stack on, then I'm just going to nuke him down. Screw the spell power. For the most part, like I'll do a little bit of stalling. I do also want to make sure this guy doesn't burst us down. He's got some weird ability where he does a ton of damage at 25% health, which is now. There he goes. I'm just going to use the invis, and there's going to be a ton of damage pretty much on the entire map, I think, in a second here. Can I nuke him? I can. He's coming in a second. Use the invis. Oh, there it is. The fire hurts everyone on the map, I'm pretty sure. Just finish him. There we go. Ooh, this thing can restore more health. Seems pretty good, but takes up an inventory spot. This thing's interesting, but loses 40 health per second. No thank you. I feel like that item's just too risky. We don't need it. So yeah, we're just gonna keep buying more weapons. Pretty sure we don't have this. And yeah, we did not have it. Very nice. Damaging abilities and items restore 20% health from the damage dealt. That's pretty good. So our Q does a ton of damage. I haven't even ranked that up, by the way. Still trying to rank up W. I haven't even got this ability, which I completely forgot about. Still don't think we want that though. Yeah, no more weapons, so just refresh. Again, no more weapons, refresh. Refresh one more time, I guess. Jeez, this is really unlucky. We have no more arenas to do, so we're just gonna go for the final boss. 23k health. And I didn't really look at his abilities. I don't think this guy's very hard though, from what I remember. Sneak him down, I think. Some of those lines around the edge of the map. Yeah, hide from the wave. Pretty sure we can. Just go like that, I'm pretty hidden. And that stuns him, I believe, as well. Yeah, this boss is actually not hard at all. Just gotta be aware of the wave. Don't stay in the middle too, I think. That's the hard part, is the middle is where you get caught. Like right here, I'm actually taking a lot of damage because I'm just not juking these little ice ball things. Just fine, we'll just heal back up. We're good. Actually, might get hit by that? No. You get hit by that thing, it does damage to you, I believe, and it stuns you. I know it stuns you. I'm not sure if it actually does damage. These little ice ball things definitely do damage though. But it's okay. We have the whatchamacallit, so we can fully heal. Step out of that. And crap, he's actually doing so much damage. I think he enraged or something. So just let him chill out over there and think about what he's done. I'll show how long the enrage lasts. I just want to let my cooldowns come back up. Be careful. Just be careful on this. You could easily get nuked down if you're just not paying attention. Shouldn't have used that yet, but it's okay. And GG. After you beat the final boss, you can do dash endgame and you can keep going, which I don't know if people want to see me keep going. I don't think this mode is very balanced in terms of, like, you can see how easy it is to kill this boss. He does get increased stats, but I don't think it's enough. So endgame not only adds an amplifier that increases the stats of the bosses. Every time you do a new endgame, enemies get plus 200% health, attack damage, spell damage, and minus 20% ability cooldown. And the first few levels aren't too difficult, but we do end up struggling quite soon here. And I'm just gonna really quickly look through these weapons, see if there's any weapons here. I'll probably just edit out most of this, to be honest, just out of curiosity. I kind of want to see if we can go further. You know what would be dirty is if I left this part to like my Patreon or something. That would piss people off, man. What if I did a Patreon where like it only costs $1 though? I should start doing that in my videos, honestly, like give people a reason to go to Patreon. Just at the end, add something special. I know people will be very upset about that, but I don't have to keep going, you know, type of deal. And there's no one that's doing these videos right now. If there was competition, like if people were, you know, doing these and they were doing the final part of it, then I would be pressured to, you know, not do scummy things like that. But as it is, the only videos of boss battle that I could see is Woody Warcraft, and he does not do the endless modes. So yeah. I don't know. It seems like this is really easy, like way too easy. So I just don't know if it's that interesting. Like the bosses should scale up way harder. I'm not sure if there's a way for me to scale them up. I have no idea what's going on here. Like, I'm seeing so many of the same items, but I assure you there's tons more weapons. Like, we look at this over here, it shows you all the sets, and we look at weapons. Look at all these weapons. Like, there's probably, I don't know, 30 here, I guess. If I had to guess, we've gotten 7 of them or something. I should upgrade the shop. Just upgrade it fully as much as we can. And yeah, just keep going. Yeah, we're not gonna be maxing at all. Like, we're just gonna speedrun this. So I'm not gonna want to edit this, if I'm being honest. That's one thing with the Patreon, is it would, oh my goodness, it would incentivize me to edit this more. Okay, wow, that boss was actually rough. I could have easily lost there. Magic box, no. No on that. And rare ring, no. The Banshee boss. Was she the one that possesses? Yeah, she's the one that possesses. It's not gonna really do too much here though. Or I guess we take damage over time. Exits the body when we drop below 40%. Okay. And she does actually dip out when we're at 40 again, I think. Do that, and then nuke her. She's gonna possess again, and then she's gonna summon evil spirits as well. And get out, and then boom. Just finish her off. We don't finish her off yet. We'll finish her off with the stack, as we can. Min-max it. Sapphire, no. Amber, no. Ring of Light, no. Keep it moving. Any weapons? I'm seeing new stuff down here that I've never seen before, so maybe I should have upgraded the shop before refreshing it so much. We'll get 8 agi off the sheep, hopefully. They do take damage over time, though. And they actually blow. Oh, whoa. Oh, there goes our runestone. I swear this boss is not that difficult. He's really simple. I'm just gonna nuke him and not try to, you know, get the maximal stacks. I just gotta be careful about these things that blow up, because what happened, I think, is we got stun locked and then they blew up at the same time, and that was a lot of damage. Oh no. What the heck was that damage, dude? I genuinely don't understand what just happened. So I'm thinking we're gonna do the Endless Arena. It resets after the next boss, not this one, but we're just gonna go in there and farm a little bit, because yeah, we're out of extra attempts, but we can find another runestone maybe in the shop, so we might be okay. And I'm probably not gonna show any of this, because, you know, it's just gonna be me stacking. We'll show the stacks before and after. That might be cool to see, but other than that, just gonna be me auto-attacking these things, getting a bunch of gold from thief armor, and just getting stacks basically. And already we're at the end, and you can see the before and after. I'll try to show that. We're at 300 agi now, which is quite a bit. And our Q does one-shot the big guy, which is quite nice. They do a ton of damage though. Like, we need to get more armor, or more health, or more of a lot of stuff. You can see the E ability does regenerate me quite a bit though, so that's nice. And I did miss like 2 or 3 stacks of my W, just misclicked. Straight up fail, but for the most parts, I don't really miss anything. Can actually keep moving, by the way. Don't have to make our last stand just yet. It's me pretty soon though, because you're about to see our damage is spiking. More permanent stats, like Rune of the Shepherd, increases health by 25. The stack off that guy. And then be ready to, yeah, just use the invis. I don't think we'll have time to use this item again. Just want to make sure that I could get the, well, can use it. E again. Ah, we would have actually healed a bunch there if that got off. But yeah, we got a ton of gold. I'm thinking just max out the shop and then try to get a weapon here. Be refresh one more time. Try to get that runestone that gives us an extra chance, which I'm not seeing it. Book of Knowledge though, get another level. Take that. The only hard part about this boss is when he gets really low. I actually should probably read this. Every 5 seconds launches a missile salvo at a random enemy. Just make sure whenever I fight the boss that I have both my invisibilities up, ready to go. And I could just only go at him when I have this ready to go, and we just use it like so. Just go ahead and combo that, and then just use invis and run away, and he can't nuke me down. Like, there's no way. Get the invis up yet again, nuke him, and then just run. Just wait for the Q ability to come back up. I don't know what hit me, by the way, just now. I think he has some reflect ability or something, and then just finish him off. I'm just gonna nuke him with Q, I don't care. Don't want to lose off of that for 2 agility, no thank you. As far as these items, I don't think this stacks with the one we already have, but we'll just grab it. 30 extra movement speed permanently. No weapon is a bummer, but on the bright side, we're doing the Overlord Arena on this stupid thing. I'm going to drain my mana. I can't use my W on it, so whatever. Here's our mana, but it's okay. This guy actually drops some minions so we can stack off of, which is very nice. I actually want to nuke this guy too, because he summons those wards. Finish that guy. I don't know what that was. Just moved my camera. Should I not appreciate? It's definitely an ability that did that, I'm pretty sure. Nuke these things down. Stack off them as well. Q it. And then finish this one off. We have a full heal coming in a second. Yeah, we got it. Oh, we got this stupid Banshee too. Okay, probably just nuke the Banshee in a second. If I can. It's got 11k health though. It's not really nukeable. The longer we stall this out, by the way, the more bosses come that are gonna nuke us when the Banshee possesses. Oh man. That's brutal. I think just run. We can get more buffs and stuff. Then try to figure out a way to kill the Banshee, but I don't know. It's gonna be easier said than done. Oh, I tried to use E there. I didn't even see the skull coming towards me. Crap. That was not well played. We could have lasted way longer in that thing. We got another teleportation stone. Very nice. We'll take that. Then we got another weapon finally. Increases armor and attack power whenever we take damage. There's a chance to. It's crazy it took that long to find another weapon. When an ally heals, restores mana to you. Copy 100% of the amount back to them. Ugh. It sucks too because that's blood. So I was thinking it was going to give us a ton of lifesteal maybe. Alright, next boss. Just nuke him down if we can. Not sure what that fire thing is, but just try to avoid it, I guess. Just be a little bit careful here. I will say the bosses are putting out a good amount of damage. I can't complain too much when it comes to difficulty. You know, I actually went through a runestone earlier. We only have one inventory spot left, so we're just going to go into this next boss fight. I don't think this guy's actually difficult at all. I think he might just do a lot of damage or something, but it's just not a hard fight. And actually he's very tanky with his clones. Okay, maybe don't try to stack off him then. Be careful. They disappear after a while. Okay, just run away from that. Is that the real one, by the way? I don't think so. Yeah, it's not. So I think just keep refreshing for weapons here. There we go. Kills a hero. Oh, I was seeing a rare blood item, so maybe we get lifesteal, but no. And here we go. When we take damage, 8% probability, we use a random first level spell. Hopefully it's all positive stuff. We added that to our weapon. We'll refresh the shop again. It receives more gold from any sources. Every 5th gold reward does not give gold. Oh, that's a drawback because it's a rune, so it always has a drawback. Yeah, we don't have space for it. We'll grab the book of knowledge though. What do you guys think about the difficulty? I'm actually kind of okay with how it is. Yeah, I should gotta be aware here what the boss can do. Usually they'll summon little circles that you gotta run out of, but sometimes they do some nasty stuff. Oh, whoa. If a hero with a health pool goes below 40%, they die. That's my hero. Oh, crap. Okay, yeah, this was actually one that's, you gotta be aware of the abilities. I'm not sure if I'm marked right now, but if I am marked, then my health is gonna go down to 40. Yeah, I think it just did. So heal up to full, make sure I'm fully maxed out. Then just finish him off if I can. I think I'm marked again. No, not yet. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I've lost that boss before. I remember him. And nothing there. Just refresh. Or there was actually a level up there that I could have bought, but oh well. We pretty much don't need level ups at this point. I'll trash again for our build. And here we go. Weapon. 5% chance to emit a 60 damage wave. Increase the chance by 1% for each level of the hero. Or level 23. So it's going to emit a lot of waves. It's just, does that really do much damage? 60 damage to scale for spell power. So it's going to deal double that pretty much. And we can do the endless arena one more time. See, we are in the final boss again. We might as well just do it. So we're about halfway in, and I feel like we've increased our strength by quite a bit. This shockwave thing is proccing so much, but I don't know if it's really doing that much damage. I'm not sure if the thing that's giving us a random spell every once in a while is increasing our strength or what, but yeah, it feels like we're able to slay. Now enemies are actually getting stronger, so it doesn't look like we're slaying. And we're actually not really slaying anymore. I also should be using royal blood. Next time I'm ready to fight, I'll pop it and then use it, and then boom. They do kind of run away though. I'm in Invis, which I don't like. I think we actually might be attack speed capped. So I don't know if Royal Blood's actually doing anything. But yeah, this one's almost over. I'm just gonna go in and go down swinging, I guess. Or maybe not. I'll be able to get out of here. I had my E up, so we're fine. Just keep moving. And keep collecting the runes, I guess. Might as well. We're gonna start spiking here in a second. Let's go ham, I think the damage is gonna be too high for us to survive any longer. Yeah. Another stack. Oh, I missed that one. I've been pretty good on not missing stacks. Can I get my E? No. Yeah, we farmed that pretty hard. We're up to almost 7k gold. And what we could actually do with our gold is buy a bunch of health increases. It's 1,000 gold for 250 health. Or we can increase all of our stats by 1. We can go for increased strength by 1, but that's going to be less health, I think. Yeah, every strength increases health by 20. I'm wondering if, since we have the observer core, which restores all of our health, and this item restores percentage of our health, should we just start stacking that? Let's stack a little bit of health just so I feel more comfortable. We'll use all this gold to stack our health up, which pretty much doubled our health right there. I feel like that was the way to go. I feel more comfortable going into this boss fight. And yeah, this is around, what is it, like 20 now? We're on the final boss on the next round, which is quite nuts. This guy is just, again, not that hard. He does enrage now though, so we just gotta be careful. We do have way more health though, which is nice. But yeah, I think the strat is just to Q him whenever that's up, and then just juke the stuns, because if you get stunned and then he has the attack speed increase, that could be disastrous. That's where he really gets you. I think these are increasing the frequency at which those happen. I swear I just cast that, by the way. Like, I definitely hit E, but he knocked me back at the same time, so it didn't actually go off. It was a little bit sus, because I was thinking the E went off and I was in Viz, but I was not. Don't do anything too crazy. Probably can nuke him here, actually. Yeah, nice. Then we do end game again, and we get to fight a whole nother round, which, I mean, you know, the first few bosses are actually pretty easy, but you can see like their stats are increased by quite a bit. Yeah, this boss is just so free. Stack them up, and any items, gain a level, definitely take that. Yes, another free boss, and we can actually stack on this one. 60% health. He summons arachnids. Right now it's looking like there's quite a few arachnids that I can stack on. Just don't know if this is worth, man. Like, it's gonna be a lot to edit is the thing, and I feel like people aren't really gonna care that much because it's, I don't know, not that interesting maybe. Like, should I sit here and stack on all these arachnids? I mean, we are getting spell power over time with that thing though. We're up to 130% almost, which is great because that ability is dealing 500 damage times 2 pretty much, because it deals damage based on all of our stats, and we have about 500, and then it's doubled because of our spell power, more than doubled. But then they have magic resist too. And one of our level 1 spells, I think, just did an AoE that did damage to them. So if we're not stacking all of them, blame the item. I can make it so the item doesn't proc if I just don't take damage here. It should be pretty hardcore levels of min-maxing. It's not that hard to do. Just pop this ability and then go in and use this. Oh crap. I'll just pretend that I min-maxed that as hard as I could, which I did not. I totally just spaced out there and killed the boss. This next boss has nothing to stack, so we're just gonna knock him out. W him for the finish. Oh, and already stacked him with W. End of battle. Next boss does summon at 40%, but it's just 2 beasts that we can just nuke down, I guess, and stack off of. The main thing with this boss is he swaps souls of the heroes, so you have to control someone else's hero normally, but since we're soloing, we don't have to deal with that. And just finish this guy off with a stack at the very end. Get him down to about, I don't know, 400 should be good. And we stack him. Boss number 6 does summon moon priestesses, which we can stack. She actually does quite a bit of damage. Jeez. I have no idea what that thing is, by the way. Pretty sure that's from our weapon. Maybe if you stand in it, you get more stats or something. Yeah, I think we get more damage if we stand in it. Seems like a lot too, because I think it's a percentage. This boss actually hits pretty hard. Don't want to run with it too much. Oops, I didn't stack that. Like that one. Be careful here, because I feel like some of these bosses might do percentage health damage or something. It seemed like she was doing a lot. 30% health, she summons more. And what the heck is that damage? Jeez. Use my Viz, and then am I done so here? No. Almost though. Finish the boss off, I guess. Oh, we have to finish these things off first. There we go. Get rid of the thing. Heal up to full, and finish her off. Oh, and we'll just finish her. I'm fine with that. She was a little bit scary. Up to 4.4k gold, and I'm thinking we use all of our money on more HP. Just get the HP up so we can survive longer, ideally. And we're on level 7, so we should do the Endless Arena because it's gonna refresh. Endless Arena again. Holy crap. This is gonna be a long freaking editing session, you guys. Can we at least get a like for anyone that's gotten this far? You just like the video, maybe that's enough so that I don't need to paywall this behind the Patreon paywall. Maybe I'll do a Patreon, and if people want to subscribe then they can. I'm just gonna do it for $1, and I'll figure out some content I can do behind the paywall. It's not gonna, you know, paywall the half the video. There's kind of a balance you want to strike when it comes to, you know, I want to get paid for what I'm doing, but I don't want it to be at the expense of the video necessarily, because playing is fun, but editing is just not fun at all. There are worse things you can do though for money for sure. And I've actually done worse things, one of which being game testing, which it sounds like fun being a game tester. And it might actually be if we just summoned the boss, by the way, our level 1 spell. Game testing could be fun if you do it with the right company, but I did game testing through a company that works with Microsoft. A big portion of what we do is test how long it takes to start up an Xbox with different games, and then you'd get to play different games for like the first 15 minutes, and after 15 minutes you'd switch to another game. And the idea was they wanted to get different times for different Xboxes, and they wanted them all to be consistent, like the load times and stuff. They didn't want different Xboxes to have different load times, and to make sure that they were getting the same data, all save files had to be deleted. So you basically had to play the same exact first 15 minutes of a game over and over. You can imagine playing the first 15 minutes of Skyrim, for example, or Oblivion. From what I remember with that, RPGs were pretty bad. Any game that was like a puzzle though, or like something that you could arcade, I have no idea what that was, by the way. The best games were arcade games where like you didn't have to save your progress and you could just get right into the action. And then RPGs where, you know, you're just playing the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes of a tutorial. Those sucked so bad in comparison to the other games. I'm not saying it sucked in comparison to someone that's, you know, cleaning sewers or something. Like there's gonna be some sewage cleaning people in my comment section that are like, dude, you don't even know what it's like, man. We're just talking in terms of relativity here when it comes to my experiences with that. We're actually out of time here, so we can get one more Viz off maybe. Yeah, nice. Fill up a lot. I'm not sure if the arena is damaging our max health or if it just does a certain amount. Look at maybe max health. It does this. See, we're losing a lot of HP. I think just go ham here. There's one rune up here that we can grab. So let's grab it. And then we can do Invis one more time. Get it off. Oh no, I didn't. Get it off. Crap. And yeah, we're up to 5k gold. I'm thinking just get more health. 5k health up to 7k. Like 2k health is so good. That's better than any weapon we could get, right? I'm still looking at the weapons, but there is nothing to buy. So we're only really looking for a weapon at this point. Pretty sure. Like we don't want to dump this. It's giving us so much gold. This seems like it's just so good. Lifesteal might be giving us more health than this though at this point. Anyways, Hydra boss. Only has 8k health, so we can one-shot him pretty much. But he does splits. I should have W'd him for the stack. I'll W this thing for the stack. We can W all these as well. This would be a lot of stacks if I min-max it. Should we min-max it? I think we should. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't need attack speed anymore. In Warcraft 3, there's an attack speed cap, and I'm pretty sure we're really past it. I think it's like 400%, and each point of agility gives us 1% attack speed, I believe. So you can imagine we're pretty far past the cap. You think with Reforged, they would have added an option where you could actually see your actual attack speed, but Blizzard is a small indie company. There's a bottom line that must be reached. And alright, we stacked up every single one of those Hydras. Down the last one, we'll stack it up as well. And yeah, let's see what we got for things here. And nothing, of course. That's pretty huge. Ooh, legendary. Increase the cooldown of all abilities and items. My hero using ability or item silences. What? Oh, but it's a rune, so if you got 3 runes, then you wouldn't have to worry about the silence part. That seems like it'd be amazing for stacking, right? We got a weapon over here. Reduces a hero's armor by 7. Ugh. No. I think just don't worry about it. We're just gonna go on the next boss. And she does have a thing here we could stack on. But yeah, I could just sit here for the whole 5 minutes and stack on these things. Should I though? Since they just keep spawning these spiders, I should actually be killing them as well, because I'm getting gold as I attack. We're AoEing them down pretty good. I'm just getting so many random level 1 spells because, again, every time we attack, there's an 8% chance of using a level 1 spell. One thing I could also do is use the teleportation stone on this boss, so we could do them again, and I could stack again. That'd be hardcore. And also, I would have to let these things kill me, which is going to take too long. Oh, crap, I didn't mean to auto attack there. This thing could actually be interesting. Losing 40 health per second isn't that much compared to how much lifesteal we'll be getting. I feel like I should try that out for a boss fight, or like try it out for one of these arenas, and then get more health as well. Just so it doesn't, you know, one-shot us with that 40 health loss per second, which obviously it's not going to one-shot us. But yeah, you can see me losing health right now. Yeah, just get ready for absolute insane lifesteal. We're getting, I don't know, it's hard to tell. I should just sit here and let them auto attack me for a little while. And I can't. It makes me attack for some reason. just hit this thing and it's gonna blow up and do damage. Or no, it does no damage, I guess. Pretty much. I mean, I guess we're just too tanky. I wonder if I could just go AFK here. Or no, because I need to keep stacking crap. What's unfortunate about this thing is it's not blood, so it's not part of a set. If I can just complete the blood set and then just dump this thing, I don't need this anymore, right? I do want to hold on to the thief set though. I'm not getting anything from the attack speed, but the gold is nice. I was thinking maybe we need the mana back from this, but we're randomly getting mana back from that level 1 spell that we're casting from the weapon. So we actually are full on mana pretty much permanently. This thing only costs 20 mana. This thing costs 35. This thing costs no mana at all. And 25 for this. I will say our mana is actually going down quite a bit. I think I've been tanking this guy for a while and he drains mana. I think that was why. But yeah, I've not picked up any of the runes in this arena so far, which I probably should do now because we're at the end and we're starting to take damage over time. I feel like we could tank the damage over time for a while, but I also want to pick up the runes. So yeah, I have no idea what that thing is, by the way. Was making it so I couldn't move normal for a little while. And that thing's annoying. I can't cast while that little light thing is on the ground, but I think it heals me over time or something. Probably not that much though. It's a level 1 spell. Yeah, we're supposed to be taking damage over time right now, but it doesn't look like it really. There we go. I messed up a stack there. I haven't been super great on stacking in this because I've been kind of just chilling back in my chair, trying to go for the long game here. Trying to see how long I can, you know, handle this whole situation. I've been recording for like 2.5 hours, which isn't that much, really. Like, people stream for, you know, 24 hours or whatever, but when you're just constantly doing commentary and you're hungry, like I am, then there's other factors in play. Let's use this invisibility, so we're healing based on our percentage of our health, and then go around and grab these things. See how many of these we can grab before we start spiking too much. That's about enough. And then look at the lifesteal though. What the heck, we're up to 11k. I think I'm just gonna invest all that into health. I don't think going for more weapons is worth. Not with the fact that we scale off of health. We could also find some blood things and get rid of this though. So maybe we should try to find more weapons and find the blood set. We replace this, this, and this probably with blood items. Because there is a blood item that gives you 20 vampirism, I think. 60% is overkill. Although do we even need the blood set if 60% is keeping us up? Maybe just invest into health at this point and then just keep this and then don't even worry about going for the blood set, I guess. That's some other stack there, oopsies. But well, we're getting gold. These little ghouls actually have a lot of HP. They're getting more over time. There we go. We're gonna be done here in a second. Right? Probably. If I stop attacking at all, then yes. I think we'll be okay until it one-shots us. Which is we want to pick up like these 25 health runes. I could go E and then that will allow these minions to stack up more. We gotta keep attacking actually. Now we got teleported there from our level 1 spell, which I hate that. I don't really hate it, I just dislike it a little bit, I guess. One thing also to note about our 60% vampirism is it scales off of spell power, which I never talked about that, I think. And so, yeah, that is really good. Oh, we're getting one-shotted pretty much. Oh, the Q full heals. That's pretty nuts. Not getting one-shotted yet. Full heal with that item. I mean, if we're getting full heal off a Q, why do we need this, you know? Except for the mana. I could have queued again, but whatever. Okay, we're up to 15k gold, and that's all going into health. We're at 8.5 after buying a couple tomes, but then after buying all of these, we're up to... I actually don't know. I can't tell at this point. We can't see our max health. And oh yeah, this boss does percentage damage. We'll just auto attack him, and I think we're okay here just to beast him. If not, we have the rune. We're gonna randomly have our health drop down to 40%, I think, but then I'll queue instantly, and we should be good. We're also standing on something, but ooh, I thought it one-shotted us there, but no. That was our ability that makes us move. I don't know what's going on with that boss, he just wasn't casting the thing. For his weapons, we already have that, we already have that, we don't need that. And we do have a couple new weapons though. Hero attacks deals additional random damage, and this one's new as well. Deals percentage damage based on spell power, so that'd be 3 times that damage. We'll dump the Observer Core, because like I said, we're not using that anymore. And we'll grab this thing, deals additional random damage. This thing as well. I'm sure grab this. We actually can't ride a gold, so we'll just not worry about it. Although we do have to do the hero arena now, the overworld arena, so we'll do that. It's the first time where, can we one shot? No. We lose all of our mana off that. That sucks, actually. And maybe at this point I should be getting tomes that increase all of our stats by 1, so we can get a bigger mana pool. Although we're actually getting mana back. Maybe don't worry about it too much. When the big bad ogre is doing like no damage now, we just heal it up instantly. I could actually probably go AFK on this if I don't want to stack at all. I can make some food, or I could just pause the game for a while, make some food and come back. I am playing on Battle.net, so I can't save, which is unfortunate. I would like to just save and then come back to the game. So I feel like my commentary suffers when I'm too hungry or whatever. And there's bosses like this guy though, where you actually have to control your hero. No, I'm not even controlling my hero right now. The hero's just dealing with this whole situation fine. But like there, the hero's just gonna run away. So I have to manually do it. But even if we didn't kill that boss, for example, he doesn't do enough damage to kill the hero. So like if I was AFK there, would have still probably been fine. He's gonna do more of these. This guy needs to chill out, man. We've killed like 5 bosses so far that have done nothing. Oh, we got the Banshee. Kill her. Did I kill her there? I used my W at the end, but I don't think it killed her. I think she does percentage damage because we're spiking here pretty hard. We're gonna have to definitely kill her when we get out of this. Like if I was AFK there, oh, I don't know if I got my Q off there. I casted my Q on her. Casting on her again. There we go. Freaking Banshee, man. We're starting to spike a little bit. We're just sitting here in the AoE. There's a Tinker down. Jeez. Went down like 70% there for a second. I do wonder at what point we should just turn all of our items into lifesteal, like blood stuff, like this thing. Should we ever get rid of the Playful Spirit? Just let it keep going. So you think about it, the more spell power we have, the more lifesteal we have. I do think this Mountain Giant guy does actually one-shot with one of his abilities, so just nuke him. And it is as well. I'm getting stun locked from something. Go invis and try to one-shot him. I think it's that ability. You saw my health spike there for a second. Pretty sure that was him. Kill the rock guy. There we go. Yeah, it was that ability. You see the one that's spawning all the rocks? That one hurts. Let's stack off on that boss. What to freaking 8k gold? What the heck? I don't know what's possessing us there. Which boss is that? It's not the spider boss, right? Got possessed again. I don't know what's possessing. It's not the Hydras. The tree? He just came out. I feel like these guys aren't taking much damage too from a buff. It's the buff that they have. Stats increased. Warrior takes damage. I don't know. I don't even know where I am at this point. I'm over here. It's constantly being possessed. And I'm probably done so. Something to spike me to 40. And that's probably it. Honestly, I'm just, yeah, I'm done. I don't know what hero was doing that. And the Idol of Hunger was dropped before that? How was it dropped? I didn't drop it. You can't drop items. Item cannot be dropped. Maybe some boss stole our item at the very end there, because we had it for most of the fight. It must have been what happened. But yeah, I think we'll just grab more health. Don't really need any of this stuff necessarily. Should grab the level up as well. 75 strength, 651 agi, 65 intelligence, and go up to 76 strength, 653 agi, 66 intelligence. I don't think that was really worth, because you can get +1 of all stats for 300 gold, and that was 750. And like you can see, we're not getting any stat boosts from level ups. So I took a bit of a food break, and I'm just trying to regain my bearings. So we did have that 1 extra item slot. I still do think this could be pretty good, but I was also thinking maybe with our gold right now, we should invest into luck, because we can increase the chance we get gold from Thief's Armor up to, I think, 100% actually. If we put 1 point into luck, which is 100 gold, we get actually not up to 1%. It's 3 books for 1% of luck, or not quite actually, because I bought 4 and I was up to 2%. What happens if we just spam into luck? Well, we don't get that much. I guess we'll just keep spamming into it. It does not only help this give us more gold, but it also helps these procs have a higher chance to get mana back when we auto attack, which I totally forgot about that. Get like 60 mana back, a little bit more than 60, and increase armor and attack power. And we can increase the chance we cast a level 1 spell, which is pretty cool. Increase the chance that we emit the shockwave, and we deal more random damage, up to 45 now, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure how much more we should invest in the luck, but we should definitely start getting more gold for this fight, and I should look at what the boss does. Summons portals for servants to leave, so we should be able to stack off of that. That's a minion I summoned. Stack off that guy. Pretty sure I got the stack off. We're in a new arena or something. Should be stacking on these things. Oops. Oh, did not mean to one-shot those. That'd be that. Okay, we're dealing 2195 damage with this. Those things have 275 health. I don't know what's killing this guy down here, by the way. Some random AoE damage. Just keep auto-attacking, and we're getting a bunch of gold. I wonder how much luck we should try to buy. Up to 24% luck. I thought we were at 15. And what just happened? He one-shot us. We're back. Okay. I was gonna say. I'm not sure what just happened there. Lost control of the hero for a second. Okay. Well, let's keep going. More endgame. We're on to the next round. Enemies get 40% more stats. I think they get a lot more health as well. But yeah, we'll just keep going. I don't actually think I have that much time here to keep going, so we won't even worry about stacking on bosses. We'll do stacks on the endless arena and the boss arena though. We got a new weapon here. Gain a barrier every 30 seconds. Reduces damage taken by 15%. So 15% damage reduction for 10 seconds every 30 seconds. So we're at 4,400 gold and 15% luck. We buy tomes. We only got up to 19% luck for 4,400 gold. That's not great. But yeah, the items were crap yet again, so we just hopped right into the endless arena. And part of me does actually just want to let this ride out and not stack with W. Just go AFK. I don't think it's really going to matter too much. And then maybe I'll try hard for the boss arena. But I will say with this one, it's so many free stacks with your W. If we think about me doing this ability every 9 seconds, it's, I don't know how much agility that would be. There's 60 seconds in a minute. That's about 6 times in a minute, or about 7, I guess. And 7 times a minute times, what is it, like 5 minutes? It's like 35 stacks we're missing out on, which is 70 agi. If I go AFK here and just let the dude kill stuff for me. It's a lot of agi. Alrighty, we're at the end of the time limit. We are going to be able to last quite a bit longer, and I've not picked up pretty much a single rune. There's tons of runes on the ground I can grab. Rune of the Rich over here, which we might as well just actually go grab the runes right now because we're not taking much damage yet. I will say we're up to almost 17k gold. I wonder if we should invest all that into luck. Up to 20% because of a buff. Fixed odds, luck increase, yeah. So that's a level 1 buff that we're... Holy crap, by the way. So I know what that ability is. And I do not want to be casting that because that just dropped a bunch of our coins on the ground. And we have to pick them up. Holy crap. Okay, maybe we don't want luck then. Because, yeah, that's not good. There's a hero that basically throws 40% of your gold. And you have to pick it up. I really don't like being able to use that ability though, I will say. Because if we don't pick up the gold, then we just lose a bunch of gold. Let's get our health back up a little bit. And see if we can pick up these, or... I don't even know if it's worth actually. So if you think about it, we're getting gold every time we attack. This is what, 25 health? I'm also not stacking at all really, being very bad with that. I did stack quite a bit while the arena was going, but I could have been way better with it. And there we go. GG. I say luck, so we can get more gold. We're getting a lot of luck here. Ooh, up to 33%. And we are actually about to fight this massive rock thing that can one-shot us pretty much. So maybe we should have gone for the health. The worst thing about this guy is he'll randomly stun you, and then he uses the ability that pretty much one-shots you. Yeah, that one. I can't move right now. Well, it's not that hard to dodge by the looks of things. I think in a second here, just use this ability, run away, and then, okay, that ability is pretty easy to dodge. Although, like right there, if we were stunned, it would have hit us. Just Q him and finish him. Don't need the +2 agi stack. When the hero kills an enemy, increases spell power. Whoa. And we can do the endless arena again, so we should be getting quite a bit of spell power. Yeah, we get spell power every time we kill something. 0.3% is not much, but it adds up. So the arena is technically over. We're up to almost 17k gold and 335% spell power. I don't know how much spell power we had at the start, but I think we got a ton. And already I'm thinking we invest in luck. 26k into luck. It's gonna bring us up to a whopping 45%. I don't know what we were at when we started the whole thing, but yeah, we have a pretty good chance now to get gold when we attack. And by the way, we're missing one of our items. We dropped our Thief's Gloves. I think the Pit Lord takes it or something. Pretty sure we get it back though after the battle. It's not on the ground, like I'm pretty sure I looked. Yeah, he did take the Thief Armor. But yeah, so we're on level 10, which means we're on the final boss. Before we do that, we're gonna do the boss arena. This boss gets freaking two-shotted with a Q and a W, so we stacked them up. That's because our spell power is so high, and then combined with the fact that we have 860 agility, we're dealing 800% damage based on our agility. Oh, I could one-shot the Banshee maybe. So during that arena, I was getting a bit distracted IRL, but we did last quite a while. And then towards the end, we used the ability to drop gold, and I got surrounded, so I couldn't pick all of it up. So we should have had like, I don't know, 15k gold maybe. And I'm thinking use the 12k on health. We're up to, I think it's 12k health now. So let's just dump all this on health. We'll see how much we get. Or we can't actually tell, but we're at 10k health with that much left. So I would guess we're at like 16, 17k maybe. Yeah, this is the final boss for this tier. I don't know how far this goes. I've actually done this to this point, maybe even further, on a different hero. But yeah, he's enraged now. Also don't know if we need noiselessness anymore. We could go for a different unique that scales. I'm just gonna tank that. I didn't even tank it. That's weird. That's that game with the same modifier, so it's over. That's all we can do, I guess. So at the time, I thought just the amplifier was increasing the boss's stats, but they actually keep increasing based on how many endgames you do. So we could have kept going and the boss's stats would keep increasing, but I feel like based on how we just annihilated the last boss, I think it was a pretty good place to end the video. And yeah, if you want to see more boss battles, let me know in the comments. And was there even a point to go this far? Like, should we have quit earlier? And should I have worked on something else, for example? Let me know what you think.